Okay, hello everybody. I'm gonna make some bechamel sauce, which is basically cream sauce, but it's got a little bit of a twist. I'm gonna use this onion, half an onion, one bay leaf, and five cloves, five whole cloves. Okay, and the reason that I stick them, while I stick everything to the onion is so that when the sauce is finished, all you got to do is pull the onion out. You don't have to try to fish out the cloves or, it's just easy. It's just, you just pull the onion out, period. And that's it. Everything comes with it. All right. Now, 2 days ago, I made some roux. I made 2 pounds of, 1 pound of butter, 1 pound of margarine, and then a whole bunch of flour. I didn't measure it because I don't measure it when I make it. I go by the thickness of the roux. Anyway, uh, it's a lot of roux. I mean, it'll last me 6 months. So what I did after I made it, I put it into the freezer, and now it's frozen. As you can see, it's very hard. And what I'm doing here is I'm shredding it so that I can use it in the sauce. I don't have to chop it up or nothing. I just put the shreds into the sauce. You'll see it's coming up here in a second where you can see it. Now those big chunks that are falling off, I'm just going to put those back in the bag. I'll use that at some other date, but for right now I don't need that. I don't need the big chunks. Can you see the clementines down there on the right? I'm sure you can. What I did was my fruit stand had 10 for $1. Okay, so I bought a whole bunch of them and I freeze them. And then what I do is I take them out and I juice them. Okay, now there's the bechamel, the cream sauce. Okay, now I'm going to saute some peppers and onions. It looks like I've already sauteed the onions. What I'm making here is chicken Oscar Cajun style. All right. Now, chicken Oscar, it could be a number of things. Well, of course, you got to have chicken, but then you could also use pea pods on top. You could use asparagus. You could use, fresh green beans. You could do a lot of different things. Um, what I'm going to use is onion and green pepper on top with the bechamel sauce. So traditionally, the dish is veal Oscar. Okay, traditionally, and what that is veal cutlets that are sautéed, and on top you put asparagus, and then you top it with hollandaise. Okay, that's traditional veal Oscar. Now, since that recipe came about to America, we've tried all kinds of different stuff. Um, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. You need asparagus and then crab meat. Crab meat goes on top of the asparagus, and then the hollandaise. Okay, so what I'm making here is chicken Oscar Cajun style. You'll see the seasoning that I'm going to put on it here coming up in a minute. Um, and then I have some of that artificial crab meat stuff. I think it's called surimi or something. I'm not 100% sure on what it's called, but you know what it is. It's the fake crab meat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the peppers and onions on top of the chicken. Then I'm going to put the crab meat on, and then I'm going to cover it with the bechamel sauce. Huh. I got news for you. This stuff was good. It was very good. Okay. But like I said, you could use anything. You could use pea pods and shrimp. You could use pea pods and crab. You could use asparagus. I mean, you could put lobster. It's wide open, whatever you like. I just happen to have some of that crab meat laying around in the freezer, and I figured I'd use some of it. All right, there we go. Uh, there goes the onions. Now the seasoning is coming up. Here's where I got this seasoning from. Uh, I order spices online. You know, I order spices through a company online. Believe me, if you want to save some money, that's how you do it. You know, I've got thyme, sage, uh, sesame seeds, all kinds of things from this company. And they give you like 5 times as much as you get in the store. In fact, I was in the store the other day and I was looking at the spices, and man, it's ridiculous how much money they get for one little tiny jar of something. You know, they get like $5, $6 for one little bitty tiny jar. Well, if you order it online through the spice company, I forget the name of it. But anyway, if anybody wants the name of the spice company, I'll get it. Just let me know. But you get like 5 times as much for the same price. Oh man, it's really good. It's a good deal. So anyway, every time you order something, they send you a little package of some kind of sample. You know, of course, they want you to buy spices, so they sent me a sample of this stuff. I think it's called Cuban Island Spice, and this is what I'm going to add to the peppers and onions. That's going to go on top of the chicken. Okay, there it is. Savory Spice Shop is the name of the company. Savory Spice Shop. Okay, so there goes the free sample of Cuban Island Spice. It's kind of spicy. Be careful. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to mix those together. All right. Now that's going to go on top of the chicken. All right. Then I'm going to put some crab meat, the imitation crab meat, on top of that. And then I'm going to drown it all in bechamel sauce. Oh, man, it's good stuff. All right. Anyway, the chicken's coming up here. All I did to the chicken was I drenched it in flour, or dredged it in flour, excuse me, and I sauteed it. That's all I did. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I'm just waiting for that water to reduce out of this pan. And then I'll throw in the chicken. Okay, so here we go. Here comes the chicken. You know, let your grease get hot before you put it in. You know, everybody knows that, right? Let the oil get hot. Doesn't matter what kind of oil you're using, just let it get hot. I'm using olive oil here. I use a lot of olive oil. You know, it's worth it. You go to the store, you buy a $15, you know, 2 quarts or whatever, how much it is. I don't know. I use extra virgin olive oil. It's the best. It has a low smoking temperature. So in other words, or a high smoking rather, you can get it pretty hot before it starts smoking. It's good stuff. Okay. Everybody remember I told you how olive oil is graded? The first press is the extra virgin. That's the first press. See, as they press the olives, they heat up. You know, they naturally get hot from the pressure. So the first press, the olives haven't had a chance to get hot. You know, it's a first press. So all the oil comes out, and that's what's extra virgin olive oil. Now, the more they press it, the hotter it gets, and that does affect the olive oil. So, you know, the first press is the extra virgin. Everything else comes after that. So I always get the extra virgin. It tastes better if you ask me. I don't know. All right, here we go. We're just flipping them over. The only thing on there right now is salt, pepper, and the flour. That's it. All right, let me speed this up a little bit. I don't want to waste too much. Okay. Now I just put it into fast motion, so this will go quick. The onions and peppers are sitting there. They're done. The bechamel is being warmed up right now on the stove. You can see it there. What else do we have going on here? That's about it. I'm just waiting for the chicken. There we go. Oh man, it looks good. Ooh, baby. All right. Okay, won't be long now. Like I say, I'm going to put the veggies on top of the chicken, put some of that crab meat, and we're good to go. Oh, I think I made some French fries too. Yeah, I got French fries coming. I was going to make rice, but I had already taken the French fries out
of the freezer and they were thawed out, so I figured, okay, let me do this.
All right, so here comes the French fries. Nice. I was going to fry them, but then I figured, man, let me just bake these things. Toaster oven. All right, now here comes the bechamel on top. Oh, I got to tell you, this was really good. This was really a good dinner. And it doesn't really take that long, you know. Oh, man, look at that right there. Whoo, doggies. That's some good stuff right there. Holy moly. Don't even need ketchup for the fries. Now, with that sauce right there, you add Parmesan and some garlic, and you've got Alfredo. Boom, just like that. You know, this is one of the mother sauces. Bechamel is a mother sauce. So, I mean, you could do all kinds of stuff with this sauce. Oh, by the way, listen, you're not going to find this any better than this right here, and I got to go. I got to eat.